Thanks, Laura. Dive enthusiasts, this is the weekend for you. Big Scuba Show coming here to Southern California this weekend. Joining us this morning, we have Chuck Nicklin, Charlie Franks, two expert divers with us. And yes, this is Elvis, ladies and gentlemen. We have to ask you about that first. Elvis, you dive.
Yes, sir. In fact, I've been in the dive business for a number of years. I had 3 dive shops, and our logo is "Come Dive with the King." And so,
so do you actually dive as the king?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I just happen to look like this. So, but I am a performer too. I live in Las Vegas, and the reason I'm tied in with this is not only here to promote the Scuba Show, which is phenomenal, but that I am also performing at the Aquarium of the Pacific on Saturday night. They're having a big fundraising party, and I am performing a show. And sometime, I guess we start at 7, so sometime that night I'm doing about an hour-long show.
So you truly will see the king straight from Las Vegas here in Southern California. This is at the Long Beach Convention Center, by the way. For people who are really into diving, what should they know about the show this weekend?
The coolest thing is it's the largest consumer show that's out there right now. And you can come, even if you're not a diver, and you can see what it's like. Diving will change your life. We train in our shop hundreds of divers each year. People have never even thought about it. And literally, you can do things like Chuck will tell you about that you only dream about. Water's one-dimensional until you get underneath it. And once you're underneath it now, you can see everything. You're face-to-face with animals and sharks and fish and things that you can only see in an aquarium.
And so if people want to go out there and learn about everything that's new in the scuba world, we actually have a deal for you. Meals and Steals giving you half-price single-day tickets, 50% off. You just go to san-diego6.com, you click Meals and Steals, and you can go there to the show for half off your ticket. And we have some cool equipment. This is some of the stuff people are going to see at the show this weekend.
You're going to see things, you know, snorkeling and masks, things that you can use at the surface, even if you're not a diver, and then going into, learn about regulators, and the regulator is what you breathe on when you're underwater, and it connects up to your tank. You can see all things about tanks. We even dive with computers now. I mean, there's people who have some the size of iPads down there. But this is a little wrist mount computer. It'll tell you how long you can stay down, how long you've been down, what your air supply is. It actually can transmit from the tank on this little transmitter to your wrist and tell you how long you can stay.
No more guessing.
No more guessing.
So even
Not in some of the days that we did back years ago.
Hope I still have enough air.
There
so speaking of, you said you used to guess. Is this right, Chuck Nicklin? When you were down diving in the early days, was it kind of just like, I think I have a little more oxygen left?
Well, in the old days, when you started running out of air from your tank,
sure,
it'd get hard to breathe, and you knew it was time to go up.
So once you start struggling a little bit, get up there.
It's so simple now with all the safety factors of VCs and computers. And diving is so much safer than it was in the old days.
And Chuck Nicklin, by the way, is a renowned cinematographer. Underwater work. You're standing in front of what may be the cover of your book coming out this fall, talking about your life. What are some of your favorite things to film underwater, Chuck?
I think probably whales. I've done a lot of work with whales. This is a mock-up of my book, and that's a picture of me with an IMAX camera, big camera,
wow, with
a humpback whale. And that picture was taken a long time ago when humpback whale pictures were not every day like they are now. Yeah, there's a lot more whales. And
you were telling me right before we came on air that this guy has swam and taken pictures of sharks, just right up close with sharks, and you're not worried about it at all, are you?
Well, there's some things that you have to do. You need to be careful. And my wife Rosalind and I were diving in the Bahamas with tiger sharks. Tiger sharks are this big around, and they're 10, 15 feet long. But you're feeding them. You're on the bottom, and when you leave the bottom and go to the boat, you don't dilly-dally at the surface.
You get out.
It's just a controlled situation. So it is, and one of the things about sharks that I think is really important, the sharks have been taken so many millions per fins for the Asian soup fin market that sharks are becoming scarce. And one of the ways that they're protected the most by all these divers going to see sharks.
Wow.
And there's all over the world now, there are places where you go to a resort, and part of the resort activities is going out.
Going down with some sharks.
And everybody with their little GoPros and their iPhones are taking pictures of tiger sharks. We had little old ladies that really
Swim with
wonder
sharks.
why they're there, and they're out there with their little camera taking the tiger sharks coming right up to them.
I can assure you that Chuck has so many incredible stories. You're going to be out there at the Scuba Show this weekend, right? So people can come and say hello?
I'm getting an award for the Pacific Scuba Service Award.
So you're getting an award, and you'll be there for people to come and ask you questions, right? They can come and chat with you, say hello. Chuck Nicklin, Charlie Franks, the King. Gentlemen, thanks for being with us. You can see them at the Scuba Show in Long Beach, and don't forget there's that Meals and Steals discount to get half off tickets. ScubaShow.com as well. Go see them in Long Beach. Gentlemen, thank you. We appreciate it.